Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki and I'm so happy to have you here with me. For today's makeup, I am going to be using the one and only Laura Geller You're a Natural Multi-Finish Eyeshadow Palette. I've already done my skincare already. One thing I am going to be doing really quickly is putting my hair back. One of you actually made a comment on one of my previous videos. I should put my hair back so that you guys can actually see the makeup. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go really quickly off camera and throw my hair back a little bit, and I'll be right back to get started with this makeup look. My hair is pulled back. Let's get started with this makeup look. The first thing I need to do is I need to prime my eyes. And I am using one of my holy grails, the L.A.Girl Pro Prime Cream Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Sheer Nude. Love this eyeshadow primer. I will blend that out in a moment. Hopefully you guys can see, you'll be able to see the makeup better with my hair pulled back. I normally struggle with hair clips because I have really thin, fine hair, and especially after washing my hair, normally even like the smallest hair clip doesn't stay in my hair. So this is it's in very loosely. Hopefully it will just stay there until I finish the video, finish my makeup look. Alright, I'm just going to pause for a moment, grab what I need, and we'll continue on. Okay, I grabbed a brush. I am using an older brush. This is a Sonia Kutchek, which I'm sure I am mispronouncing that. So you've seen this. You've seen this before. There's so much to work with. I wish there was like a shimmery shade in here. There really is. It's really, I mean, not. Will I have to dip into a Revolution Affinity palette? I'll think about it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off with, I don't know the name of the shade, do I? This one right here, I'm going to go in for the dark one, which is chocolate. I think this is chocolate. So let's put a little chocolate on the eyes. May have to look into the mirror. We'll see. I hope I'm not blinding you too badly with the mirror in this palette. And I am trying to get this eyeshadow a little bit above my brow bone because of, you know, those annoying hooded eyes. They're so frustrating, you know, to have hooded eyes. And I feel like as I'm getting older, those hooded eyes are just getting more and more droopy. It's annoying, but we're working with it. We're working with it. I'm just going to pause really quickly and look in the mirror, and I want to do that without blinding you, so I'll be right back. I want to blend this out a little bit, so I'm going to be using one of my Luxie brushes. I'm going to be using this one right here. And this is the Luxie 231 Small Tapered Blending Brush. Let's blend this out a little bit. Okay. Let me figure out what other shade I'm going to use. I'm just going to grab the palette. I'm blinding you. I'm sorry. So many choices. I'm going to pause for a moment so I don't blind you, so I can just kind of make up my mind what the other shade I want to use next. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've made up my mind as to what the next shade will be, so let's go for it. I am going to be using this shade right there, and that one is called, I believe, Copper. Doesn't look like copper to me, but okay, we're just going to go for it. And I am using the small tapered blending brush. I think I'm going to put that one down and grab the other brush. I was using this one right here. So let's pick up some of that shade. I do want to swatch it to make sure it's not really a copper. Well, I guess it is. I guess it's true to its name. That's what the shade looks like. Do I want to use that? I don't know. Yeah, we're going to use it. We're just going to go for it. So let's do it. Just going to shake some of that out. Am I liking that? Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm going to look in the mirror really quickly and just not pause the camera. So this, give me 1 second. Okay, I don't completely hate that. We're going to continue. And I apologize for that because I feel like it's kind of rude to be putting doing this. I think it's kind of rude. I don't know. You guys find it rude? And what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and get this eye going. So we're going to go ahead and do the other eye as well. So let's grab some of that shade Chocolate. Again, trying to get some of this above the brow bone. I may have just put too much, but we'll blend that out. It'll be fine. Let me just kind of blend a little bit of that out quickly. And then we'll keep going. I always feel like the left, do you have a side that just looks better, that you just find easier to apply eyeshadow to? I know that might sound completely crazy, but I just feel like my left side, it just turns out much nicer than the right. I don't know. What do you guys think? I am going to pause for 1 minute just to look in the mirror so I'm not rude and I'm not, having the palette in your face. So give me 1 moment and I'll be right back. All right. Just wanted to make sure that was looking good. And I'm going to grab the other brush and do the same color, the copper color. What's it called again? It's called copper. All right. Wasn't sure if I was vibing with that copper color with this, but you know what? It's growing on me. We're just gonna work with it. I'm kind of almost running a little behind on time because sometimes it just takes me forever to do my makeup. But I'm also the type of person, if I only have like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, I can do it. So at least I have a little bit of time. I'm not like that rushed, but I feel rushed a little bit. I do want to stop for a minute and blend that out. So let's do that. I feel like I kind of went in a little too dark with this, but that's fine. It happens. You just gotta blend it out. I am still working on the blending part of doing my makeup. I'm not a pro at blending out the eyeshadow shades. Give me 1 moment. I do want to do this really quickly off camera, so this doesn't take an hour to do. I'll be right back. This is how we're looking so far. I'm going to give you a little up close. I really like it. So what I want to do is put a little kind of like white in the inner corner. And we're going to be using, actually it's more of a cream. I have 2 to use. I have this one right here and I have this one here. So I got, this one's called Caramel, I think. And this one is called Beige. I have to swatch and see which one I like better. So let's try swatching. Well, can you see anything? I definitely don't see anything. I'm going to go for this beigey shade in the inner corner here and just see if it works. If not, then I might do a little shimmer. We'll see. And I'm using this brush here. This is a Real Techniques. I don't know the name of this brush. I guess kind of like a pencil brush. The writing has worn off. That's just a little sign as to how long I've had this kind of brush. These, because I have like the whole set of Real Technique brushes, so that's why I said these. Let's pick some of that up. Goodness grief. That is like, do you see that? That's a lot. Don't know if this will work. I don't see anything, like, I'm not seeing, yeah, shake that off, Nicole. We're just going to go with it, and then I might have to use a little shimmer. We'll see. Is shimmer going to be, like, too much for, like a dinner? No, not at all. I'm the type of person I love pop of color. I love shimmer. I also love a good neutral look. So, but today it's going to be a neutral look. It's going to be like a neutral, easy, simple look. But a little shimmer, just a little bit, can't do any harm. So we might have to dip into a shimmer. And I have a palette already pulled out, just in case, you know, because this is just, I don't see the shade. It's just not, it's not doing it for me, but I already put some on, so, and I just dropped the brush. I'll be right back. Okay, I picked up my brush. We're just going to use some of that shade. Which one is it called again? I'm always forgetting the name already. This is, we're going to use that beige shade here on the other eye. Because why not? We already applied some on here. I can see it a little bit. It's not like, it's not eye poppy. It's not like, oh wow, it's like the most stunning beige shade in the world. It's not. I'm not vibing with it. I don't love it, but we're just going to go ahead and use it, you know, just because. Just because we're going to just use it. Does it have a lot of kickback? Which is what I call it. It has a lot. It's a good thing I'm not in my outfit. Okay. Before I decide whether or not I'm going to do some shimmer, we need to do get some eyeshadow on the lower eyelid here for some eyeliner. Yes, I only use eyeshadow for eyeliner. I do have one eyeliner pencil. I rarely ever use it. It probably, in fact, probably needs to get decluttered. I've had it for so long. Let me grab the correct brush and we'll decide what we're going to use for eyeliner. See you in 1 minute. Alright, I am going to be using this brush from Sonia Kushek, which I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not. But I'm using this brush right here. And I am just going to go in with a little bit of this chocolate shade. Not, you know, just a little bit. So let's do it. Hang on, let's do it like this. I'm just picking up some more. I think I need a different brush. Let me grab a different brush. This brush is not working for me. I decided to pick up my Luxie 221 flat definer brush. So that's what I'm going to use instead. Just going to pick up some of that chocolate shade. And I am going to be rude for a minute and just do this for 1 second. I apologize for that. It's okay. I'm going to pause for a minute and just take a look how this is turning out, and I'll be right back. This is how we're looking so far. I want to use a little shimmer. I've decided we need just a little bit of shimmer, so we're going to be using the Revolution Forever Flawless Affinity palette, if I can get the sleeve off. This one right here. We're going to go in with the shade Bliss. Just a little bit of Bliss is all we need. Let me grab a brush and let's do it. Got the brush. And to do a little shimmer, I grabbed the Luxie. This is the 217 pencil brush. I know it's not the right brush to use, but it's what I'm going to use for this. So let's pick up a little Bliss. I could probably use my finger, which I might do. This is Bliss, by the way. I just love it. Let's get some shimmer on. I might just use my finger, but we'll see. I think I might. You know what? Let's use a finger. It's such a pretty shade. Ooh, that does look nice. Just gonna put some on the other eye. Just need a little bit, that's all. Give me 1 minute. I just want to see how that looks, you know, with the mirror. All right, this is how the eyes are looking. I'm going to go do the rest of my makeup quickly off camera, and I'll be back with the final look. See you in a minute. This makeup look is done. The last thing I need to do is spray a little perfume on. So I'm going to be using tonight one of my favorite perfumes, which is pretty much anything by Escada. This is the Sorbetto Rosso. It comes in 100 milliliters or 3.3 fluid ounces. This is a special edition. This is what she looks like. So let's just spray a little perfume on. That's it. Let me just come up close and show you the completed makeup look, eye look. This is the face, lips, and here's the eyes. I really like the way this look turned out. I'm very, very pleased. I love it. I love it. This is such a fabulous palette to use for a brown eye look. You cannot go wrong. This video is going up tonight. It is Saturday. If you enjoyed watching this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, smash that subscribe button. I would love to have you. I will be certain to share some photos and swatches of the shades I used. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, guys.